Hello everyone, or welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot. So I apologise if I'm a little bit quiet, but one of my children are asleep, so I am trying to be quiet so I don't wake them up. Okay, we're doing a twin flame read for you today if your twin flame is a Virgo. And this comes from the All Signs overview I done for the full moon in Sagittarius, and for that particular read, your Virgo twin flames had the Hanged Man. So they're starting to look at things differently, life differently, love differently, what things are differently, which also means in turn they're looking at their relationship with you differently. So let's have a look what we got with the cards going with this. We got the Five of Pentacles and we have got the Death card. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles in a twin flame read or a love read would be isolation from the person that is connected to them. So in this particular case, maybe they've isolated themselves from you, or you've isolated yourself from them. It is a bit of a common theme coming through this round of reads that there is, I don't know, some active blocking from the divine feminine side of the energy. Now this could be deliberate from your side, or it might be unconsciously done from your side, but I've been getting a feel as we've been doing the reads that there is the divine masculine is feeling the lack of the divine feminine's energy. And bear in mind it's a twin flame read, so there is always a connection between the two of you. With the Death card is that's them bringing that to an end. They've realised that there's this isolation. They've realised that they can no longer feel you. They've realised that perhaps the reason they used to be able to feel you might be spiritual, might be something special, might be a link of some description. So they want to bring the lack of that link to an end and strengthen it somehow. Okay, so the way we do the energies is this is how they're thinking about you at the moment. This is how they're feeling. This is the actions they're likely to take. This is what you don't see coming. And from the bottom of the deck, we'll get a potential outcome for you. I say potential outcome because, well, we can all get in the way of these wonderful plans which the universe and other people make just by simply doing what we want to do, using our own free will. So, Page of Wands is how they're feeling, thinking about you. That is literally, they're thinking, the next opportunity I have, I'm going to take it. Okay, the Page of Wands is a little bit of on the reckless side. It just sees something and goes for it. It doesn't worry about where it might lead. It doesn't worry about the consequences of it. It's the opportunity and I'm taking it. So that's how they think about you at the moment. They're thinking, next opportunity I get, I'm taking it. 2 sixes coming out to clarify that. 2 balancing cards. Now we've got the Six of Swords, which is balancing of sort of like mental energies. Is the turbulence of like thinking of things, overthinking things, thinking of things are right, thinking of things are wrong. Yeah, sort of like throw everything off on a mental scale. The Six of Swords is talking about calming all that down. Thinking about if things are right or things are wrong in other people's eyes doesn't really matter. What it does matter is how it feels for them. And if it feels right with you, then it is right with you. If it doesn't feel right with you, then it's not right with you. It's kind of like that simple. It's almost like turning everything black and white, good or bad, positive or negative, instead of having all that grey area in between, which us as humans just love to put in there, where the what ifs. Okay, I'm terrible for it. I live in a grey world. I don't live in a black or white world. I don't think there is just good or bad. I think there is lots of levels in between. But because there is. People do good things and they turn out for bad reasons, and other people do bad things for good reasons. But we got the Six of Pentacles coming out as well, and the Six of Pentacles is they're thinking that they're going to give everything they can to this. They're going to try to balance this out. Obviously, they've known or they've realised that your energy has been slowly trickling towards them since the connection was made, and they're now thinking, well, it's time for me to actually give some back. What's driving this? The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is an abundance of wealth. By the book meaning. So, but in love meanings, it's not so much an abundance of wealth, it's just an abundance of, it's abundance of happiness, abundance of joy, abundance of love, an abundance of life. It's kind of like having the happy ever after and everything is perfect, or as near as damn perfect as you can actually get. So what's driving that? Remember, the main thing what's driving all this read is a hanged man. So this is the perception of what they believe life is. Maybe they believe life once upon a time was all about money, all about finance. Yeah. And maybe they've gone and shacked themselves up with some rich dude or rich dudette, and they've started to realise, well, yeah, I'm feeling even more empty now than when I started this little journey. There's something missing from my life. The wealth isn't the be-all and end-all of it. Okay, there's something more I need, and then what's driving them is filling in all the gaps. And they're thinking, well, you could be the perfect person to fill in their gap. Okay, actions. The Emperor. So the actions, no, the feelings, sorry. It's basically I have two all signs overview readings on one page at the moment, and I keep looking at the wrong one. I keep looking at the last one I'd done, which was the Secret Crush, which is similar sort of energies, but they're in a different order. So this is the feelings towards you. Their feelings is taking control, okay? Or perhaps their feelings are taking control. Instead of like pushing feelings down or not responding to the feelings and thinking things through and being more logical about things, maybe they're just literally going with their gut feeling. Their feelings are also expanding. The Emperor is all about expansion. You've got to think an emperor is the leader or ruler of an empire, and empires only survive for as long as they expand. As soon as they stop expanding, they start to collapse. The reason this being mainly is down to food. Yeah, they take on a new country, they have more mouths to feed. And the reason they took on that country is because their own country weren't producing enough food to support the population. So they take on the new country, produces more food, but then also has more mouths to feed, so they have to get more food. Basically, everything in our world ultimately revolves around food and water, because that's what keeps us alive. Everything after that is kind of like a luxury. Okay, so let's see what this Emperor, another 6, go on, give me the last one. Oh, it's a 9. Okay, so what's clarifying our Emperor is the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. In a nutshell, it's basically they're thinking about the past happy feelings. Now, for some of these twin flames, there hasn't actually been a physical connection between you. You've never actually been with this person. It was a chance meeting you two had, or it might have been a destined meeting you two had. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And the souls connected. Now, you saw each other over a crowded room. You passed each other in a shopping aisle. You recognized each other on a spiritual level, but not on a 3D level. For others of you, you've been with this person, you've had a relationship, you tried, and then, I don't know, it got too real, it got too intense. They started to feel the feels even more than they were already, and it scared them, it made them run. 6 of Cups is then they're actually feeling those feelings again, they're feeling that connection. Okay, and for the ones who haven't actually been together, it's just all the emotions are suddenly all welling up. The soul is now like screaming at them that you need to get with this person because that's the person you're meant to be with. Okay, and then that leads us to the 9 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. Every time they're thinking about you, every time they imagine you, every time they see something what reminds them of you, they feel good. It's like getting, I don't know, a high off some sort of drug, and it makes them want more. So that's why they're taking action on this. That's why they're taking control of their feelings. That's why they're pushing, or the feelings they have for you are taking control. On the ones what have had a connection, yeah, they are literally thinking of all the physical as well as the mental, which is all leading to the same thing, this Nine of Cups. They get emotionally fulfilled whenever they think and feel about you. Crossing this, though, is the Eight of Swords. And so what's driving, basically what's driving this is they can't stop feeling you, okay? Everything they see, everything they hear, everything they do is just making them feel you. The Eight of Swords, general energies is like being stuck in the same way of thinking, being caught up in a loop, being stuck in a rut. All those sort of things is the Eight of Swords. And in this particular case, it's coming through as this is their feelings for you. They're just stuck with feelings of you. Okay, they can't break away from the feelings of you. Crossing that, because I know it's there, is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is the energy of something missing in your life. It's sometimes seen as a card of boredom, a card of like needing to take action but not taking action. But generally speaking, in most depictions of the Four of Cups, there's normally 3 cups presented to a person in the card, and a 4th cup is like floating around somewhere just out of reach. Either they're thinking about it, it's being handed to them out of the clouds by a hand. I think that's on the what you would call the standard tarot deck. Can't think what it's called at the moment off the top of my head. But it's the missing link, the missing ingredient, if you will. You know, you're trying to bake a cake, you haven't got the X. It's the X. That's you. Yeah, it's you, the lovers. Okay, so the lovers is the lovers. It's the connection between you and them. It's a like major arcana. It's the universe's connection between you and them. Crossing that is the Seven of Swords. And I know, calm down. The Seven of Swords isn't always about treachery and theft and all those nasty things that sometimes get bantered around with the Seven of Swords. Or you will find on YouTube tarot reads, a lot of tarot readers, they have a certain thing for a certain card. And the Three of Cups, it's always a third party energy. It's always someone else in the relationship. Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be another person in your position. It could be a child coming into a relationship. It could be a new pet coming into the relationship. It's a third energy. That's all it means. The Seven of Swords is actually changing the way things are done, changing the tactics of the day. And that's what's going on here. We'll have one more, which is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is like success, working hard to get success. And so if we go backwards through these driving energies, because obviously you have to go back. This would be the first thing which started the drive. Okay, so they wanted to work hard to succeed in changing the ways they think and feel about you, changing the connection between you and them. Okay, because they realised that you are the missing ingredient, because everything they do and think of reminds them of you. So going backwards through those cards works so much better. Okay, so, frig me. We got the lovers coming out for the actions they are likely to take. Well, then the actions they are likely to take is getting close to you, getting to you, making this work with you. Okay, having you, cuddling you, touching you, being with you. And bear in mind, they're thinking impulsively. Whatever opportunity comes, I'm going to take it. So, yeah, watch out for that. If you bump into this person, they're going to be really trying hard to win you over, which is kind of nice. We got the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So their actions towards you is a coming together of energies, getting together with you. The Two of Pentacles is a juggling energy. There might be something else on the go in their life as this happens. They might not be willing to let go of what they've got before they come to try to get something new. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're in a relationship with someone else. It could be they're work bound, so to speak. They're sort of like their life revolves around work, and they're not willing to let go of work until they know they've got you. And so they're starting to juggle you with work. They're fitting you into their work schedule, or perhaps maybe they're trying to fit their work schedule in around you. But it is this juggling energy. But they seem to be coming towards you. They seem to be wanting to do something. They seem to be wanting to connect with you at the moment, which is good. This is probably the most positive one I've had so far in the actions. Crossing this is the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is sometimes seen as a card of indecision and unsureness, but it's also an energy of someone who is in control of their emotions, someone who will only let people see what they want them to see. So you're only going to see the love they have for you when they're with you. Okay, they might be having a stressful day at work. They're not bringing that to the table as they're staying at work. Okay, as they leave the office door, they're leaving the work problems with it. And they're coming to you as just you. They're going to be solely concentrating emotionally on you when they're with you. Okay, that's it's good. This is like mobile phone turn off. Yeah, and they pull up on your drive. They turn their phone off because they don't need it on anymore because they're with you. They're not interested in anyone else in the world. Now, there's always a dark side to everything we say here. Everything I've said here on the positive, there is also a negative to it. And in this particular cases, yeah, you might not get everything off them. Okay, because they're so in control of their emotions, you're only ever going to get what they want to give you. Okay, just bear that in mind. Okay, so what you don't see coming is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of being content with where one is in life, being happy with, being happy financially, being happy romantically, being happy socially. Okay, not being perfect, just accepting what they have and being okay with it. It also means that if something is better, there is the temptation to go for it. If for example, you're happy financially and you get offered a pay rise, and you're not going to say, nah, that's okay, I don't need it. Yeah, you're going to take it because it's going to improve what you already have. If you're in a relationship and someone opens up to you and wants to take it to the next level, you're not going to turn around and say, no, that's okay, let's just stay where we are, because it's going to improve the relationship you already have. So the Queen of Pentacles is always looking for the improvement, always looking for the upgrade, but is quite happy and content where they are. We got the Knight of Swords and the Star. So, okay, that's quite simple. Basically, you're content where you are, but you're going to be getting some form of news about your manifestations, whatever you've been manifesting. So if you keep manifesting your twin flame to come, they are. This is why it's all happening. But if you've been manifesting something else, if you've been asking to have better finances, asking to have a better work conditions, whatever it may be, yeah, you're getting news about that. It might be bad news, it might be good news, but it's sort of an indication that either way round, you're happy with the news, with that Queen of Pentacles there, you're content with the news. But remember, you're always looking for that improvement. So this is probably something better than you already have, what you don't see coming. Now, on the negative side of that might not be your twin flame. Okay, something else might come into your life which is better than your twin flame. All because it's your twin flame doesn't mean it is the ideal match for you. It just means it's the same soul somehow. Okay, be it your soul split when you started this journey on this planet at some point and your soul went into another vessel, or it's your same soul but from a different lifetime. Okay, a different carnation on this planet. So you could be being the divine feminine on your 5th time on this planet. Your twin flame might only be the 3rd time on this planet. You've been through this already once before, and that's why you know the feelings and know what it's all about, and you accept it, and you realise that that's your twin flame, that's you from 2 lifetimes ago. They haven't been through it before. They're going to learn it all for you to bring in this time round. It's a bit of a head fuck, but it's a... Oh, didn't do a crossing card. Okay, crossing card on that is the 8 of Wands. It's forward movement, and it's news coming out of nowhere. Well, we knew news was coming out of nowhere with the Knight of Swords there, but it's news coming out of nowhere. It's communication. You don't see this coming, okay, whatever this is. It is love. It is the expression of love. It's the communication of love. It's more love than you're actually either getting at the moment or would ever expect to receive. Crossing this, and this is where I'm going to stop these crossing cards because this brings in a link, is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, you don't see this opportunity coming. It's an opportunity to further you on. It might end up bad, it might end up good, but it's linking you back over to this Page of Wands here. What they're thinking about, how they think about you. They're thinking of bringing you that balance, that stability. Okay? And that's the link that makes the cycle and also indicates that this is probably the twin flame you've been manifesting. After that, oh, okay, we will just do a couple more. After that came the 4 of Wands. It's commitment, it's marriage, it's christenings, weddings, and all that. And then the Hangman, the main card from the All Signs overview. Yeah, you don't see, well, you don't see how it's all going to be different. Okay, and so the world card, potential outcome for you, something new, a whole new cycle starting, the very beginning of a new journey. Before someone goes off on a quest or an adventure or a journey, well, they have the thought about doing it first, and that's what this is. It's the embryotic stage of the next adventure, the next chapter of your life. Okay, and a lot of the times the world is actually pregnant in most depictions. Okay, so we have, and so's the Empress, but we ain't got her now. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Pentacles. So the potential outcome for you on this is there is an unwillingness to let go of what you've already got. Okay, there's an unwillingness to move on to this new journey. And it's why it's the World card and not the Fool card. The Fool card is actually starting the journey. The World card is the rewards and stuff for completing the last journey. The treasures at the end of the quest, so to speak. You're not willing to move on from there. You're hanging on to the old energy, what you've got, the old treasures. You're content. You don't see the fact that you're content. Okay, because this is what you don't see coming. But you are content where you are. You're happy where you are. You've got your rewards, yeah, and your rewards in this particular case, if you're going through the separation stage of the twin flame cycle, is you're happy with how life has turned out. They might not be in your life, but they're still alive. They're still there, and you're accepting that, and you're appreciative of that. It means there's the opportunity, the chance of something still happening one time. Okay, so you're unwilling to let go of that. It's almost like holding on to a dream. In your dreams, they do everything you want. You're together, you're perfect. You're willing to not let go of that. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying that something better is coming in, something new is coming. This world is the next step on, the next advancement up, going from being single to being in a relationship, going from being in a relationship to getting engaged, going from getting engaged to being married, going from being married to being in retirement together, going from retirement together to actually ending this particular journey and starting a new one, and perhaps going through all this shit all over again. Crossing this is the King of Cups again. Okay, now this is interesting. The King of Cups was crossing there, and Justice was the one underneath the King of Cups, and it's still like that here, but we had something totally different here. Okay, so King of Cups is the driving force of this outcome. it is love. It's linking us up to here because it was the crossing card for up there. It's the actions they take which start this wheel turning, so to speak. It changes the fortunes on your side and allows this world to suddenly become active, the new start to suddenly become active. In a nutshell, whatever stage of the twin flame relationship you are in is moving on to the next level. Yeah, it's kind of sort of saying that they've learned to be vulnerable. They've learned to actually give some of that emotion that they have been in so tight control over. You know, bear in mind they do have Emperor energy in their read, so they've been super conservative about who gets what when it comes to their love, their feelings, their emotions. But now they're actually willing to be vulnerable with this, and they're willing to show you the love, which is allowing the next stage of the relationship to get going. Okay, so that is the end of your read. Hopefully it resonated with you. If it did, that is fantastic. Please hit that thumbs up button and let me know. You can also drop it in the comments, anything you like about this read, or how you feel about your person, or what a star sign of your person, or your star sign. You can put anything in the comments. The comments is all there to build a community within this channel. Okay, I do get back to the comments as quick as I can, even when you give me comments in foreign languages. I sit there for the better part of half an hour going through translators trying to find out what language. If you are going to give me a comment in a foreign language, can you just put the country of origin at the end? It's going to help me no end actually translate that. Okay, all that being said, if you didn't like this video, you can give it a thumbs down. That's what it's there for. I've talked about black and white, good and evil, light and dark. Well, there you go. There you have it. You have the thumbs up, you have the thumbs down. If you do hit the thumbs down, can you do me a solid? Let me know in the comments why. Because if it's something I actually have control over and I can change, I might be able to change it and make it better for future reads. Talking about future reads, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, I suggest that you do so. By subscribing to my channel, you'll be adding your energies to the tarot team part, and it will make reads like this resonate with you on a more personal level. Just there, I will be putting up a little link to help you with your subscription. Just here will be a link to a video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy watching next. And just here is going to be a link to the closest twin flame read I can get to the new moon in Sagittarius, which was actually, I didn't do a twin flame for the new moon in Sagittarius, but I think I've done one the following new moon afterwards. So, and that would be for that. That would have been near the beginning of the year. So all that being said, until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you'll be good out there.